So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and a couple of days ago I posted a video saying which were better, VK or the Cromwell, and I thought it was a bit controversial. This was a madcap idea, I thought, that my mate Shoot and Scoot had, that the VK was a far stronger tier 6 medium tank than the Cromwell or the Cromwell B. And you know, I know there is a lot of people who absolutely swear by the Cromwell, myself included. Actually, I love my Cromwell. I haven't used it for ages, I must take it out. Anyway, I expected there to be a little bit of a, don't be so stupid, but much to my surprise, Shoot isn't just the only madman out there. There's quite a few of you, and a lot of people backed him and said, actually, you know what, VK is a better all-round tank. Cromwell largely shades it in terms of mobility, but as somebody pointed out, if you put fuel on the VK, then actually even that's negligible difference. And the VK has a better gun, more accurate gun, and actually because of its sloping, its armour is slightly more effective than the Cromwell, which as we know is flat. So anyway, one of the stalwarts of the Cromwell Brigade was Indiana. Indiana is a long-term subscriber on my channel, and when I was able to do some streaming before bloody BT screwed up my broadband, and still haven't fixed it, by the way, he used to come on the streams a lot and talk, and that was cool. So Indiana said, no, Cromwell's the best, and just to prove it, he sent me this game. So this is Indiana driving the Cromwell B, the tier 6 British premium medium tank, almost completely identical to the tech tree Cromwell. In fact, it's slightly more maneuverable. The gun has some slight differences, but not so as you'd notice them. So here he is. He is one of the chosen, actually chosen 5. It's a 5-10 game on Swamp. He's top tier, which is always a nice thing to be. And he's gone and done something which I would have thought the VK would do, which is camp a bush. And to be fair, he did it because virtually nothing came north. You had the usual rush for the heavy line to die. TDs all went and sat up on the hill at D4, and don't know what the KV-1S is doing. A Leopard sort of thought about going north, as did a M4 Sherman, and that's kind of it really. So not so good. We're already 2 tanks down. Good. Oh, even one back, that's good. Now the M4 has decided to get a bit excited, so Indiana's sort of just keeping an eye here. You can see a Leopard. Oh, hello, there's a target. Can we actually hit him? No, we can't. He's behind that building, or slope, I think it is. Oh, there's a load of friends now. Indiana, left. Oh. Yeah, okay. So there's a T14. There he is. We're blind shot at him. And of course, as is always the way, the Leopard who committed himself far too deep and then didn't actually run away when he realised he was too isolated, then starts bitching and moaning that nobody supported him. When you can see there's only the M4 and Indiana here on this side anyway. You know, people just are so lack of map awareness. I mean, Indiana, you know, could be criticised for not moving forward there, but he was reading the map. He was reading how his team were playing, and nobody was coming this way, so why commit yourself? Now this is going to be tricky. These T14s are quite pokey little things, and it looks like he's going balls deep on the Sherman, takes the Sherman apart, but he's down. Right, RT cleaned him up. Oh, there's a little midget killer up there. The T67, not that it kills midgets, it's, you know what I mean. Now that's where the Cromwell suffers against the VK again. Accuracy over distance, not his forte. There's a Su-85 out there somewhere. There's the T67 up there. The Type 64 is causing mayhem to our TDs. I think Indiana's going to go and try and help, because that is their best player by statistically by far, apart from the Burt maybe. Here he comes. Right, this is where... there's a Su out there. This is where this thing is really good. There we go. Drive-by killing. Hits him, keeps going. Saves the life of the IKV at the expense of taking one hit from the Su-85. Or did he take us? Yeah, he did take a hit from the Su-85, and he's now going to try and rescue the M44. And this is really where the Cromwell is fantastic. Sitting back sniping isn't really what it's for. It's this sort of drive-by. You get an auto lock, you drive at the enemy, you fire. It's got a very rapid firing gun, and it's the mobility and the ability to fire on the move. Even though its dispersion is pretty horrible, it seems to be able to do it on the move. It must have soft stats that allow it to be much more effective than statistically it looks like. So the team is crumbled. It's 8 plays 11. There's the IKV is in trouble. The OI, it looks like he's successfully managed to pull back from the heavy death alley. So what do you do here? It's this tricky position because you've got the Nashorn, enemy Nashorn, who was last seen at H6. You can guarantee he's got a bead on this sort of position up here. You've got heavy tank number 6 pushing up. You've somewhere in a minute the Leopard and the M4 are going to appear. And oh yes, there's artillery out there somewhere. Oh, and we haven't even seen the OI experimental who actually got a kill. So he's obviously not. Ah, there we go. Right, there's the Sherman. Oh, and there's the Leopard. Someone's suggesting that the OI should have the... There you go, another example of the inaccuracy of this gun. And again. Someone's suggesting the OI should really be using the derp gun, which is true. Now, isn't that sod's law? That's just RNG like you wouldn't believe. 3 shots at the Leopard, none of which got anywhere close to him, and then a sort of snapshot on the M4 takes him down. Go figure. Logic? Nah. This is World of Tanks, guys. So we haven't done a huge amount, but have got 3 kills, which is kind of nice. And he's sort of, well, he's protected the IKV and the artillery, or at least one of the artillery. Couldn't do much about the OI, unfortunately. He tried. Now he's going hunting. Now again, this is where this tank is in its element, is using that mobility, keeping moving. You should never stop still. It's why it's a big fan favourite of stronghold battles. And a platoon of these, when they're top tier, is just devastating in standard games. Bishop's out there. He's leaving it to the IKV, which I think is a wise decision. And he's just waiting in ambush again. Waiting to see what we can see. There's the heavy tank. He's got a premium shell loaded because that thing is quite well armoured for a tier 6 heavy. Someone's in the cap. All the Leopards on his left, on his right, sorry, but he's only got eyes for the heavy tank. That's the right decision, I think. Now he's got full strength OI. Oh, that's not so good. Let's take down the light tank instead. Whizzing round. Nicely done. Takes him down. OI experimental is opening fire. He's got to watch out. There's still that Oh, artillery's just splashed. That's good. So let's reset the cap. Got to get in close. This is where you've got to get close with this this gun. Can't pen him. Can't pen him. Got to get the flat surface. Nice. That's better. Now we got him. Now we got him. The only trouble is you don't want to be too predictable with your spin, because that artillery on the enemy team is... Oh, we come right the way round and almost went right round in front and got in front of the gun. That's his 6th kill, just like that. Boom. 1300 damage. Rescued the team there. So him and the artillery. Oh, there goes the Burt. Was that a Burt shell? Probably was the Burt shell. Not sure the Bishop could hit him from there, where he was last seen. So 1300 damage, 6 kills. Good game so far. Still got a bit more work to do though if he's going to win this. Been spotted, does the right thing, bails. Bails away, turns away, doesn't make it obvious where he's going. Confuse the enemy. Confuse myself either. Confuse everybody. So it looks like he's going after the Burt. I think he's forgotten he's got gold loaded. Don't really need gold against the Burt. Probably a wise decision. Nashorn isn't going anywhere fast because it's not the speediest tank in the West, and that Burt player statistically is an extremely good one. 32,000 games, win 8 of 2973. Very, very tasty. Oh, and there he is. And we weren't spotted, but he was. Can we get an angle on him? He's obviously got 6th sense though on that tank. But he thinks, I think the Burt thought that he'd been spotted as he crested the hill, and he turned back thinking he was running away from danger, and actually just ran straight into the gun of the Cromwell. So 2 plays 2, 7 kills, 1350 damage. Still got the skill rounds loaded, Indiana? Oh, I don't know, naughty boy. I'll forgive him. He's doing a rescue job. So where's that? He's doing the right thing, just keeping the enemy guessing, coming right round the back where they least expect him. He wasn't spotted when he killed that Burt, so unless the Burt is pinging the map furiously to where the T-34 is suggesting he gets in the cap, and that's absolutely the wrong thing to do at this point. He's got mobility. He does not have an accurate gun. The Nashorn could get into a position where he could kill him if he was in the cap, and with the support from the artillery, I wouldn't have fancied much chances for Indiana. So he's doing exactly the right thing in my mind. Push up behind where they were last seen. Hope that you see them before they see you, and if you do see them, that they're facing the wrong way, because the chances are they're pushing. Aha! There's the bishop. Lock on. Ooh, could have taken your time there. Still hasn't been spotted. Now he has. And he's still, look at the shells going everywhere. Oh my word. Last premium. Whoa. Oh, he missed with the last premium as well. Now he's on standard shells and takes him down, because that's all he really needed. Wow, what a waste of shells that was. Yeah, a little bit. I forgive him, because I guess his heart was pounding rather a lot there. He could have actually stopped, taken aim, had fully aimed shots, and probably, even if he'd missed his first one, the second one probably would have killed that bishop. But, you know, we all get excited, especially when you've just got your 8th kill. So, not a whole heap of damage still, but a cracking clear up. And again, he's going for a drive. He's got 2 minutes 28 seconds. We have no idea where that Nashorn is. He was last spotted up around B6, obviously. So where is he now? Now the good thing about the Cromwell has a heck of a lot of speed. So what do you do? What do you do at this point in the game? Don't know that there's enough time to cap out, and I'm not sure it's advisably a good thing to do anyway. But sometimes just getting on the cap will draw the last enemy tank towards you. Yeah, just going for the cap. One minute 30. Yeah, I can just about do it. Just about do it. So let's just speed it up. Is the Nashorn going to come back? The M44 is coming back too. Good play by the arty. He's coming in to support. If nothing else, he'll spot the Nashorn moving up. If nothing else, he'll get in the cap and help to speed it up too. We have no idea where the Nashorn is. Right, the artillery's here too. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Shame he didn't get the 9th kill, but he did secure the win, and he could have spent ages hunting for that thing. GG, well played. So, good game by Indiana there. Rescued the team really nicely. I mean, some people might criticise him for being very passive at the beginning. I don't, because, as I said, I think in the commentary, he headed up to where the mediums usually like to brawl, but he had no support. It wasn't until he'd already moved up there that finally the M4 came over, and he just had the Leopard there as well, and that wasn't enough to go and push that corner on his own. So he did the right thing. He went passive, he waited, tried to get support, tried to deal with it, and then he tried to help out against the artillery, help protect the artillery and the TDs. Took down one of their best players, in fact took down their two best players statistically on the enemy team, and ended up carrying the game at the end. So really good job. So first class, duelist, fire for effect, Radley Walters for destroying 8 or 9 enemy tanks, Pascucci's for taking down 2 artillery in one game, Invader for capping, and Top Gun of course for the more than 6 kills. He finished up top of the team unsurprisingly, 1582 damage, 8 kills, 1194 base XP, fired 28 shots, hit with 16, penned with 14, took 4 hits himself, all of which penned because that's what happened. He got 87 capture points, he even got 18 reset points. Travelled a whopping 7.81 kilometres. 46,000 credit, but he did fire his entire stock of skill rounds and ended up with making a tiny profit of 4,408. If he'd been running if he hadn't been running the premium, would have lost nearly 27,500 credits. And with the bonuses and running a premium account, and looked like he had some sort of personal mission running, 6,555 experience for his crew. So there you go, a case for the Cromwell, the mobile assassin, the shooter that appears out of nowhere and disappears into its dust. The VK is not like that, but the VK has other attributes. Now, in all honesty, I think everyone agreed they are both very good tanks. I just didn't think there were so many VK supporters out there. Funny enough, I mentioned this in the chat in the channel. Number of people on my channel have commented how much they like the VK and how good it is. When I posted up on a couple of World of Tanks forum Facebook pages, it was overwhelmingly Cromwell lovers there. So I don't know what it says about my audience. Us old boys probably like the stability and the flexibility of the VK. The Mad Cat youth like the Cromwell. I've just alienated most of my audience, so that's a good job done. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun. Whether you play Cromwell or VK, enjoy it, have fun, and I'll see you again soon. This is GamerDom signing out. Subscribe, please. Thank you.